Hi, I'm Angela Druckman, and this is your 60-Second Scrum. Product owners, as your product backlog grows from a few dozen items to maybe a few hundred items, you're going to have to put a little bit extra work into keeping that backlog organized. So here are some tips to be able to do that successfully. First of all, remember that not all backlog items are created equally. What I mean by that is that the items at the top of the backlog are more important than those at the bottom. Therefore, give more attention to the items at the top. In general, those user stories should be smaller and more detailed. This should make sense to you. The team's going to be asked to commit to those items in the next sprint or two, and they're not going to be comfortable doing that without a fair amount of detail in those user stories. Also, as your backlog grows large, it's often useful to granularize it. And what I mean by that is divide it into logical pieces or chunks. Think about it this way. Let's say you have a commercial software product and you do 4 releases a year. You might have a section at the top of your backlog called the December release, and in that would be all of the user stories you hope to get in that December release. Then underneath there'd be another section called the March release, and there'd be user stories there that you hope to get in March, and so forth and so on. Doing this makes the backlog easier to manage and deal with, and it helps it avoid being just a laundry list of things. Finally, with very large backlogs, it's important to regularly clean the backlog, removing items that are no longer something that the business even wants. Doing this will help you avoid the fate of having backlogs that grow to be thousands of items large and are way too big for anybody to work with or even make sense of. I hope the ideas in this video have been useful. You can find more tips like this in my book, 30 Days to Better Agile, available online at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And be sure to visit us at www.angeladruckman.com. Happy scrumming!